This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show where nothing is off limits.
We bring you real, authentic, and raw conversations.
Enjoy good vibes, fashion, and lifestyle from your favorite celebrities.
Fun, trending topics, games, and educative segments.
Every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. With me, LAVIN, NYAGOWA,
and HAZEL NJERU.
Only on The Unfiltered. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then. Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, second floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Leo tuko barabara ya MKU, tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent. Hello, beautiful people. Today, the 18th of, April 2023. Usishangae sana, that's what's up. How are you all doing? It has been an amazing week. It's 7 days from the last Tuesday.
Yeah.
So karibuni sana to today's episode. We have an amazing show lined up for you. The juice, the gist, the tea, udaku, the hot gossip. That's all we are here for. Each and every Tuesdays from, we say 3 p.m. but, sometimes some things are beyond us, but we really try our best to restore them as soon as we can. So we get to be here. So, karibuni sana to this episode. I am LAVIN NYAGOWA.
What's up, guys? how has your week been?
Yeah.
How have you been handling disappointments? How have you been handling failure? How have you been handling, you know, trusting God's timing? As for me, I have chosen to always take a step forward, even if it's weka tu mguu moja mbele and not backwards. So anyway, karibuni sana to the show. It's HAZEL NJERU, and in today's book it's more. It's actually interesting, very
it's
interesting.
a good one.
Yeah, and I showed it to LAVIN and she was like,
sis, bro, you did the most.
I can't wait for this. So anyway, guys, karibuni sana back to the show. As usual, we are always glad to have you here back to the show, for you supporting us, guys. Remember, we have a new YouTube channel, which is Stars TV Official. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification button so that whenever we go live like today, you are notified and you are kept up on date with the latest trends, with the latest gossip, with the latest books, with the latest games. Leo pia tuko na games kama kawaida, with the latest items from the smart shopper. Zenye zime run out, zenye bado ziko, with the best amazing prizes, yani vitu zenye ni pocket friendly. So guys, welcome to the show, and also remember to, as tuna handle our YouTube channel, remember to also follow us on other social media platforms, which is TikTok, Instagram and Twitter as at TasTV_KE. YouTube tumesema ni Tas TV Official. Our website is www.tastv.co.ke and Facebook is Tas TV.
Guys, so kama kawaida, we always say the episode is sponsored by, or is courtesy of, the Smart Shopper. It has been, you know, our longest sponsor, because they have amazing items. So the item of the day are this nice amazing picture frames. Iko na some substance ndani, water like substance. I believe ukipasua utapata kamaji, but then you insert your picture from huku nyuma. So you can literally get this out and then unaeka picture and then you return it back. So yes guys, that is what is up. They only go for 300 Kenya shillings and you get to have, you know, a good picture frame that you can, you know, unaweza eka mahali and ikae
store memories.
Ikae like really presentable. So this is only for 300 and the number is 0798154042. So the Smart Shopper, unaweza pia check out on Instagram, an amazing page with, you know, good items. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first segment of today's episode, and that is Top Trends. Well, on to the first story of the day. Leo kwanza tumesema we are keeping it short and sweet. Hatuingi sana, just udaku kidogo and then we move. So the first story of the day, let's talk about Queen Charlotte, a premiere that took place in South Africa. I am so glad Sean talked about the dressing code and how we should present ourselves mbele ya watu. And I am so happy those who were in South Africa, they did good. They went out of their way. They were super beautiful, good makeup, you know.
I think my favorite of all of them, they were all good. Like, excellent. But what I felt stood out for me was Nikita Kering and Joy Kendi. And Mamito. I don't know, they brought out the ancient times, the way the British ladies used to dress, but they also made it like in a modern way. Like, it's, I don't know, and then they were like, you know what, I'm showing all skin, because in the ancient times they used to like just the boobs are the ones that you're going pumped up, and the rest of the body is all covered up. You barely breathe from the downside. Sababu, you see, you ever seen how they tighten your tummy? So
that could have served us, because hey, wengine wetu flat tummy is a must. Those of us who struggle with it, you know.
Right? So imagine all that squeezing, and then you can't even breathe from the downside also,
because umefunikwa ni chini na kaki balloon. But yeah, they looked nice. I really loved the way kwanza ya Joy Kendi. My god, I just loved the way she just came out like, you know what guys, I'm doing different from all of you. Even Nikita Kering, it was all white and totally unexpected. And the one for Mamito, it had like a slit, or I don't know what to call it, but it was just
gorgeous.
It
But they
looked
all looked
awesome.
so good. They all looked so good.
Yeah, they were all pretty. The fact that their makeup was, you know, good, on point.
Yeah.
Their dress code was on point. The representation was good. And for once, Kenyans, we are out there, and Kenyans, we do not have anything to say because
No one is bashing.
yeah, because they did an amazing job, and that is how it's supposed to be. Ukienda huko nje and you know you're out there representing the whole country, please do better.
Yeah.
Like, just be appropriate, do the necessary, and remember, while you're doing all this necessary stuff, you still look amazing and you're comfortable. Comfortability, I always say
always make sure you're comfortable.
Always make sure you're comfortable in anything that you put on. Sawa?
Yeah.
So yeah, what's the next one?
So we're going to our next story where Zari and boyfriend Shakib, they got married at a private event, and I was actually shocked. Not really shocked, but shocked. Because this was like, I didn't actually, honestly, I'll just say that it looked like it wasn't going so much somewhere
to the married side.
To my disappointment,
it
just turned out to be like marriage. And I don't know, this guy is younger than Zari.
Yes.
And I think that's something that stood out. And anyway, what has this taught you? Age is just but
a number. And do you know what I can say? It doesn't matter the number of kids you have. Look at Akode and all her cabs out of the market. Look at Zari with all her cabs out of the market. Alafu wewe hapo, you have one child and you're screaming all over social media telling us the way you know marriage is a scam. No. Love is a beautiful thing. Let's just give credit where it's due. Love,
when you find it, grab it.
It's a good thing. So if it didn't work on the other side, it does not mean that it's the end of the road. I'm not saying that because missing an experience ndoa or anything, but yeah, I have experience for relationships, so we all know. So there's that aspect of it. Ikianguka the other side, this other side, it's always greener on the other side. So it's good to try either way.
Even when these people say that love is calm, I mean, ikianza sinakwanga poa. So why don't you just appreciate that experience?
Exactly.
Kama utaumia, sawa.
We cry and move on.
We live and we learn, we cry, we move on to the next. You're just going to be having beautiful experiences while it's sad. I mean, that's life.
That's life.
We get disappointed anyway with things, and it's inevitable not to get hurt in this life.
Yeah,
somebody throughout happy. Hiyo ni uongo na wewe. And then even this time I was like, I loved going into like a water space, just like a place that gives me peace. Like just looking at a large water body and just looking into it, and it just gives me that peace. And then I realized, what if I was granted this peace for eternity? Boring.
Sometimes you need a taste of chaos. Kidogo,
hata kama tunapenda sukari, sometimes sugar becomes too sweet, and then we
have to add lemon ndani yake, so ikuwe sawa kidogo.
Exactly. It's life. So as much as marriage and all these things has come, we still enjoy it at some point.
Exactly. So I'd say this, somebody really close to my heart normally says, you do not get everything that you want in this life.
We do not.
Who knows? So away from that, we have Kenyan YouTuber D Mwango officially on 16th of April. I didn't nimeshika date. On 16th of April, she called it quits with her relationship, saying it was a manipulative relationship. But again, dear God, let me never find myself in such a position. There's that aspect, supporting your partner. At the end of the day, you have to support me and I have to support you. But then when it's one person, kuna kwanga na ile distance. Could be one person is doing it for the longest time, but then at the end of the day, ikifika point flani, the other person is gonna come in, so long as they get to iyo mahali, they are stable. You see, that one there is hope. But he instance yenye, you are the only person doing everything 100%, but the other end of the party, bado is not giving you, at least give me that kapis to amani. Nipatie tu ako kanini kidogo, si ndio? Niza kuwa ni mimi, sorry to say, could be it's me who's like really struggling, and then wherever you're giving me like 100%, the only thing I have to do is to, respect you,
make things easier,
make things easier for you. The fact that when una come through for me a lot of times, you see. But hey, God,
I mean,
no.
in this life, it's okay for someone to be your stepping stone. At some point, you'll also be a stepping stone for someone.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Sababu, what matters is, as much as you're the stepping stone, this person also makes effort to elevate peer. I'm working hard for it.
Yes.
I'm not always being like, amekaa chini and then anangoja kuja.
Anangoja.
You know, si mtoto ati ako hapo umemzaa, now you have to provide for this kid, and then until
providing for them is a choice actually.
And you know, as in, si mtoto mwenye ako hapo hajiwezi, this kid can't go and atafute kazi or, you know, do 1 2 3, and as kids I think they're allowed to give us headaches. That's their nature. And that's okay. But for a grown person not to like put an effort to become better, it's always just making you feel like you're doing the bare minimum or you're giving your all, I mean, that's not acceptable.
Do you know what's funny with this whole story? Yesterday I took my time and listened to Dimwango's part of the story. Apparently, hawaziniambia kila siku it's me who has to give you money, and then you don't even appreciate the fact that it's like every time I tell you, please do this, this is the right thing to do because I have done it before, it has worked for me. Una jam, I am so, how do I call it? I am so demanding, I am so, how do I call it? I'm
so
looking for...
Anikana could demoralize us.
Leave alone demoralizing. You're so entitled because you're the one who's giving me money. Yet, I am a content creator. You're coming into this side, your content creation. So I know what I have. Yeah, I have experience kwa hii field. So it's better, it's good if you just listen to me, because at the end of the day, the things I'm trying to do for you, ni mimi tu ni wewe zitasaidia at the end of the day. You see?
Exactly, yeah.
But the fact that unakasirika alafu towards the end of it you're like, you know, I appeared in your videos and so I am demanding half of the pay you got from, are you okay?
So maybe he's handsome.
No. You're demanding half of the pay, yet mimi nilikusaidia kuanzisha channel from scratch. You're now at 20k and you feel like you are a star. No.
See, it's probably the star. Kiangalia looks like like, hey bro,
you are the star. Hiyo ni ile definition ya mtu anapatanga type yake after mshatengeneza pesa pamoja. Anyway, I hope this, I loved her side of positivity. She's like, you know what, I'm not going to give up on love. It's a good thing. I enjoyed, ata kwa title ya video she was like, this is the end of a beautiful love story. You see, she's positive all the way. So at least iki backfire, we shukuru Mungu for the good times. Take the lessons. Don't be, you know, usishinda ukijichuna, you know, why did I do this? You did them out of love. You did them out of love. So sis, you know, just chill out, learn and move.
As we move away from the guy demanding things from the lady, now we jump into the lady demanding things from the man, and they totally backfire. So pretty sure Meskia story Hakimi and the wife, who is apparently older than this guy with 12 years actually. Yeah. The guy is 24 and the girl is 36. Okay, yeah. So as we all know, or if you don't know, this is what happened. Hakimi transferred all his properties. All his properties are owned by the mom. Yeah. So when they got divorced with this lady, the lady was demanding for half of his assets. Yeah. So to her surprise, he had none. Like totally none of it. None of it. And this guy's a footballer, so you can't. I think either alimuunderestimate juu ya age, I'm not sure. Yeah. Probably alifikiria ni mtoto
mdogo.
I don't know. So now turns out tables have turned. So now the lady has to give half of her assets to
the man, because the man does not have anything.
Apparently. So,
oh my God.
Wow. Like just tables zimeturn to in a second. Like wow.
But you see, I feel like there's more to this story. You know why? 24, 36, you probably think, you know,
and they also have 2 kids.
They also have 2 kids. Yeah. So Mimi, if it were me, women are naturally born multipliers. Sindio? Yeah. Ukipata mtu anataka vitu za bure, there's actually a problem with that person. But the fact that they have, you know, they have 2 kids, I think Hakimi in all his how do I call it? I don't know the right words to use. But na akili yake yote, that is like just it. Na akili yake yote, sidhani anaweza acha watoto wake wateseke. You see? So definitely, hata kama vitu ziko under mamake, there are those things when the kids get to the right age, or rather, watoto watakwambia tu, grandma, I need a shirt. Grandma, I need to go to school. I need pencils. You see?
Yeah.
There's that aspect. But huyu mwanamke, how in your... Are you okay?
I honestly feel if it's kwenda kusema ti, I don't know, as, hey. Well, for me, I think I'd rather earn my own things.
Exactly.
Get my own money and all. If we have kids in between, yeah, we can both do half
Yeah.
as because you're also the parent, I'm also the parent. I mean, these are our kids. So
Yeah.
lazima tuwapeleke shule, lazima tuwape food, lazima we provide for them clothes, shelter, you know, everything. And right now with the economy, it's blowing up.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, heri angeenda probably amwambie, oh yeah bro, so yeah, we're getting divorced, but at the end of the day, remember these are your kids.
We still have
as much
together.
as I'm providing for them, we should also
Provide
be providing for them. But I don't know, it just seemed malicious, and now something backfire on her.
And now she has to deal.
Assets.
Sasa ona, na alikuwa nafikiria ndo atakuwa.
Angenyamaza tu.
Angewacha tu story alafu ingezama tu alafu ingeisha. You see?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure she worked for it. Now
she's an actress actually. She's an actress and a model. So umepata do, mi si get what was her whole point running to court kwanza yeye wa kwanza aende akatafute pesa huko. But anyway, if I was a man, if I was a man, I'd do the same thing.
Well, anyway, she's a model and she's an actress, and right now she's probably getting even more because of how she's been talk of the world. So atapata more.
Yeah, tutamwacha hivyo. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comment section. What would you have done in such a situation? Ujipata hiyo place, ungedu anyway.
Ladies and gents, please be free. Yeah, it's
let us know your thoughts.
World.
That is what we're gonna start with on the next episode. Sindio? Yeah. So away from that, that is all we had on Top Trends today. It's that time that we jump into movies where we recommend new and old movies.
Yeah.
Last time, acha niseme this. Last time, somebody asked kwa comment section, where can we find these movies? Like we always say, you can get these movies free on Gujara, you can get them free on F01.
Net.
There are also some ziko mingi, but those are like the only two mimi ninajuanga.
Yeah.
So you can go check those sites.
I think the best ones.
Yeah, go check those sites. You'll definitely get the movies that we keep recommending. Some pia zinakwanga on Netflix, some on Showmax, you know, all these sites. So just keep checking where you will find them for free in case you do want to pay. But if you have good money, Netflix is always the good one that I'd recommend any day, anytime. So on to the first movie of the day. We have Praise This. It's a musical movie that has romance in it. So I know my baby girls, hello, you're gonna like this one.
Aliens. It's a horror sci-fi. So these kids are kids who go out and play, and then there are others who go out for a party or something, and then aliens invade. And now it's upon them to, like, you know, stop them. And it's like the way Spy Kids used to be. So but Spy Kids, they were trained, but this one they're not trained. But you know that excitement of kids trying to stop the bad guys. So this is it. It was really interesting actually, and I was like, hey, after hapa ni mimi na movie.
Actually, we are closer to the weekend. Mimi nasemanga Tuesday kishafika, we are close to Saturday.
Mimi leo.
Yeah. So you definitely put it to your bucket list.
Yes, so these kids make it a point to stop these aliens from invading their, you know, world. Their world, let's say to their world. And they use every weapon that they can, every little knowledge that they have. They, you know, track them and try and you know, watch and see their weaknesses, what they feed on, and they realize that the human skin is what these people are recharging themselves with. So they were like, hey, if it's the skin, mi sitaki skin yangu ikule alafu ndo napata recharge. So anyway, Kids vs Aliens is a must watch for you if you're, you know, kama isi horror. Ni horror but ni horror tamu actually.
Not the horrors that we're used to.
Yeah, not the horrors, as in not only horror nakwanga a little bit kind. So this one is the one. So it's a must watch. Go and have a peek on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on to the third movie, we have The Last Kingdom, where 7 kings must die. It's
Third one, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So this time it's Queen Charlotte's story, and I really saw the trailer and I was
part of this segment where we give an old movie review. So we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This came out in 2005. It's action, has comedy in it, and has crime in it. So this couple, they are a bored couple. You see them mnawananga, and then you mnaka for long, and then you don't find things to spice up your marriage. Then it now starts getting boring and boring and boring. So these two couples are bored, and then they are surprised to come and find out that, you know what, they are both assassins who've been hired by different agencies to kill each other,
and they didn't even know.
And they didn't know. So you see, that's like the funny part or the funny side of it. So this is definitely a must watch for you. If you didn't watch it kitambo, then it's here now. You can still go and, you know, have a look at it.
Yes. So now we move away from the movies and we dive into books and authors.
Before we get to books and authors, we first have to tell you that, you know, hatuwezi wabo to throughout the whole segment. You have to watch, you know, from the top all the way to the end. So this is just actually the right time to take a break. But before we go on that commercial break, remember we have these amazing picture frames that you can use in your house, and they go for just 300 Kenya shillings, and you get, you know, each a piece for yourself. Sindio, call the number 0798154042 and you will make your order and get to buy this beautiful item. And again, we have a new institute in town. Sindio?
Yes.
TAS Media Institute. So if you're looking to nurture, discover your talent, ama haujui kitu ya kufanya, and you're straight out of high school, kuna kwangana hiyo confusion kila mahali.
Probably you're in that long holiday period
campus,
and
campus,
trying to figure out nini naweza fanya saizi before nirudi shule.
So unakwanga pia labda umechanganikiwa. We've all been through that phase. Mzazi anataka ufanye hii, wewe unataka kufanya hii. Come to TAS Media Institute. They have amazing trainers who will guide you through, take you through the courses that are available, advise you and your parents, so that when you go back home, have a sit down with them, you at least have, you know, knowledge of what you want to do. Sindio? So let's get to that short break. We'll be right back with books and authors. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then. Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, 2nd floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Leo tuko barabara ya MKU, tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent. Welcome back. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Kila mtu mwenye ametuma feedback. We really appreciate your support. Yes. So it's now good that we now get into, books and authors, and the book of the day that we are discussing, the topic kwanza. Let me tell you the topic. It's Not Supposed to Be This Way, yes, by Lisa. I don't want to butcher. Lisa Takast.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
I'm sure.
Just from the title, I'm not going to talk much about it. Let us know what you think in the comment section before Hazel takes us through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today's book, as LAVIN amesema, is called It's Not Supposed to Be This Way.
Yes.
By Lisa Takast. And I'm sure uko like, how? Then how is it supposed to be? Like,
exactly.
What is this book really all about?
Yeah.
So let's kwanza say New York Times best-selling author Lisa Takast unveils her heart and shattering circumstances in this book and shows readers how to live, assured when life doesn't turn out like
the way you wanted,
the way you planned, the way you had hoped that it will turn out to be. So what do you do when God's timing seems like
it's not
it's not timing, it was so questionable, his lack of intervention is hurtful and his promises seem doubtful. Like you're trusting in God's word, you're like believing that God is supposed to be helping you, but why isn't this help coming? Why aren't things happening the way they're supposed to be happening? And you keep on and you feel and you get into disappointment and you get into depression and you sometimes let these things take a toll on you and drain you, start making decisions for you, these feelings, So life often looks so very different than we hoped or expected. Some events may simply catch us off guard for a moment, like totally off guard.
Yes.
But others shatter us totally.
Completely.
Yes. And we feel disappointed and delusioned, and we quietly start to wonder about the reality of God's goodness. So Lisa Takast understands this deeply, but she also discovered that our disappointments can be divine disappointments our souls need to radically encounter God. And in it is supposed to be this in it's not, and it's oh, sorry, in this book, it's not supposed to be this way. Lisa invites us into her own journey of faith, and with the great vulnerability and honest humor to help us, you know, to stop being pulled into the anxiety of disappointments by discovering how to better process unmet expectations and other painful situations. So I can tell you for a fact, when I was in my Form 4, I was so worried about my KCSE results. But then I was like, I won't let these results define me. Because I had a really tough year that year, and I was like so unsure about how my results, how the events that have happened in my life then, how they would affect my results. Because I knew they would. Like, really, I had a hard time concentrating and moving forward sometimes. But then I was like, as much as Nikona hii, I must have a plan B. And I had really planned. The minute you may talk at high school, I will get into one of these short courses. Am I a tractor? Am I a plumbing? Am I a tiles? You know, making tiles and all. I was so sure, Nikimaliza high school, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make my own money before I join into a course that, you know, I'm passionate about. And then I'll have a hustle while I study. But guess what? None of that happened. Like, things happened so unexpectedly. And I constantly found myself feeling like I was depressed. I felt like I was down. The plans that I had for myself, they were really bright, and I could see myself having a car by 22. And I knew this when this went because I knew these things, doing these courses will bring in money. And me generating money while I'm still studying, and I know that I'm a hard worker. Was definitely going to be a big plus for you. But no, I didn't even do those courses. Funny thing. Look at you now. You're still in your foot CDs. I think our stories are more or less the same. Mine was, I was more anxious about joining uni and the course that I was going to pick at that particular point. I wanted to do textile technology, more onto, you know, the design side, but look where we ended up, and we still thank God. But you know, that whole process from, you know, towards the end of high school to joining university, immediately after high school to joining uni, and now that, you know, I had a lot of people who wanted to make decisions for me. You know, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what to do. This is what is going to happen. If you choose if you don't do this, this is going to happen. But you know, that was like the most difficult part of it, and learning how to process that was kind of a struggle for me. Having to make people understand that, you know what, it's not you who's going to do this. It is me who's going to do this, and probably what you're saying might have effect on me, just not now, but maybe in the future. That was a bit hard. And you know, having a book that, Kitambo, if I knew this book here time, it would have been so easy for me to understand, you know, this whole process. But you know, too bad I didn't know about it. But you know, here we are now. You know about it. We've given you the book that you know you could actually read and learn to process, you know, all these disappointments, all these struggles, the pressure and everything. So you know, it's not supposed to be this way. It's definitely a good book. And you know, I think Lisa Takas, you know, in her book, she discussed how her marriage ended because her husband cheated, and then she was later diagnosed with breast cancer. Like, things didn't totally turn out the way it was one blow after the next. And then look at her right now. She's an author. She's like a best New York seller. And she's doing really good. So you know, in also this book she says, train ourselves to recognize the three strategies of the enemy so that we can stand strong and persevere through uncertain relationships and uncertain outcomes. Like we said, things are like inevitable. Like, being hurt is inevitable. You just have to like always be open. Like, sometimes tunafunganga too much, tunataka kuona red, tunataka kuona pink, green, purple, yellow. You know, sometimes, as much as we're getting into something, be strategic about it, be open. It's like getting into a business, and you also have to be open to it and looking at the losses, seeing what doesn't work for you and what works for you and what you should change, what you shouldn't change. It's the same in here. So you, when you with someone or in a relationship with someone, ama you're getting into something, you should see what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what depresses you, what deprives you of some things, what doesn't give you freedom, confidence, what makes you not be yourself, ama you have to be a people pleaser, or you know, these things, what takes a toll on you, an amount of energy from you, and you feeling always drained. So she says that, and also that you should shift our suspicion that God is cruel or unfair to the biblical assurance that God is protecting and preparing us. Sometimes we're like, eh, Mungu sangenipea hii. And today I ran into a video, by the way, where God gives us some anakupea kitu, and then it blows up. You think this is it. And then you're so excited, and you don't think, you're not strategic about it, and then it blows up. And then you think now, hey, Mungu alinipea kitu sasa ameichukua. But then, kumbe, the way it may blow up, it may plant some other seeds around you, and then it's blossom. You know,
I'm always a firm believer of God cannot give you what you can't handle.
That's
so
true.
Definitely when he's throwing something at you, you definitely can manage
to strengthen
that.
you, or to help you bear more fruit. And sometimes we're never ready for the blessings of God. So when unaona probably size or hajakupea whatever you need, it's because you don't probably have all the tools that he has, that he probably has to bless you with these things. So it probably needs a lot of strength, a lot of, you know, knowledge, a lot of strength in your mind, you know, easy vitu zote. So akikupea ndo mishandle, so that when he gives you this thing, you're well prepared for it. So when it's probably it may delay, or just know it's God's love in short. Yes. So and also the last point, know how to encourage a friend and help her navigate hard realities with real help from God's truth. Ukiwa na beshte mwenye unaona enyewe anaenda kuslide, enyewe ako always depressed, just be there constantly. You can't give up on these people. Pia. I mean, we give up so easily on people. And you know, we forget that at some point hata sisi tunaweza kuwa hapo. And I don't think we should be giving up on people.
No, we shouldn't.
So easily.
No, we shouldn't. We should give them, you know, a shoulder to lean on at that particular point. We should, you know, walk them that journey. Hiyo place yenye wako, because probably we have crossed hiyo place wame cross, and so we have a bit of experience in, you know, whatever they want to do, ama whatever they want to, how they can cross from this side to the other side. So it's definitely, you know, just one thing at a time, and learning how to maneuver one thing at a time,
and trusting in
God, having faith in God. Remember, it is only crazy until it's happens.
It's done. It happens. And don't like let these things, as like there's always going to be disappointments in life. That's true. And you know, it's okay to like sit down and be like, why is this happening? Am I taking whatever is happening? It's okay to have like a moment of it's not okay. But don't let it be it's not okay for like 30 days, a whole week. Okay, I think a week or something. But I don't know, I think it all depends with someone how you're taking things. But don't let it like always
hold you down
ama ukishindo kifinyile kila kitu inakuja unaweka tu na press down on you. So everything that happens unaichukulia so negatively, and you're not taking it as a chance to be able to build yourself. Ama take this thing and be like, I'm going to
handle this.
You're going to handle it like the handler you are, you know. Be the Olivia Pope of your life. So this book is definitely must read. It's a good one to add to your bucket list. And you know, if we decide to talk, we can talk literally the whole day. So let's just, you know, just go and read it. It's the best you can do at this particular point. And now it's that time that to get to the final segment of today's episode. That is Q and Is. And in the spirit of, you know, playing games today, we decided, no, it's the best time to appreciate all our, how do I call them? Marathon winners.
Yes. 2023 Boston Marathon winners. That is, on the men's side, we have Evans Chebet. On the female side, we have Helen Obiri. And to also, you know, just take some time and appreciate Kipchoge. You know, Kipchoge is a legend. He's one who's done great, who's made Kenya what Kenya is known for, especially
he's taken part on it.
Exactly, and the fact that he took to his page just to say, you know what, today is not one of those days. Kila mtu anakuanga na the high days and the low days. There's always that day that you're gonna be a winner, and you know you're not going to be a winner. And on this particular day, it was not his day. And you know, just appreciating that and accepting the fact that today was not my day. But still, the fact that a Kenyan still took over, that clearly tells you we Kenyans do not joke.
Yes, and I love the way that he was like, you know, it wasn't my day. That's okay. Like, I mean, that's iconic.
Yeah.
For a legend to like be like, you know, guys, it's like telling you, kama umeanguka and you're always used to being winning.
The top.
Just because umeanguka doesn't mean you're going
it's
to
the end of the day.
It's the end. I mean, you still have achievements, and you should appreciate them,
so
that you can be able to learn from this one, ama, you know, take a step back from this one and win others to come. Yes. So we really appreciate and congratulate them, and for making Kenya and raising the Kenyan flag higher.
Yeah. So it's a good one, and it's now that time that we get into the questions where we always say we aim to educate and be educated.
Yes.
On to the first one. Ama ningekuachia uanze. Unajua? Hey, first of all, let me tell you something. There's a mistake we did on the last segment.
What happened?
We said 1,000 centimeter makes 1 kilometer. It's supposed to be 1,000 meters make 1 kilometer. Yes.
What was the question?
The question was, how many centimeters make 1 kilometer? So it's not, we said 1,000, and it's supposed to be
it was centimeters, not 1 meter?
Yeah.
Okay, your meter is supposed to be
1,000 meters make 1 kilometer. Yeah, sis.
Nah.
That's what's up. So I actually didn't notice until I got home, and somebody was like, Nina Hazel mnakwanga na mchezo sana. Mnakwanga na mchezo. How can you say 1,000 centimeter makes 1 kilometer?
Niko correct. Mimi niko sawa.
That clearly tells you, Mr. Producer, you're always also sometimes not right. So you should consult, so you don't embarrass us on this other side.
Mimi nilikuwa right. But I'm right.
So anyway, that is why we say at the end of the day on this segment we aim to educate and be educated. So mnaona kama kwa that previous segment you noticed that, you know, what we said was not correct, and then you had the chance to come and actually correct us. So we've accepted the correction, and it's a learning point for all of us who thought 1,000 centimeters make 1 kilometer. Okay, so on to the first question of the day. How many permanent teeth does a dog have?
Dog.
Yeah,
28.
Dog.
14.
I'm even scared to read these answers.
I'm not sure. It's either 28 or 14 or somewhere 14 maybe.
Okay, according to our director, the answer is 42. Yeah, 42. I think just for us to make sure that we are right, the best thing to do is to just Google, so we are so sure of what the answer is.
Yani,
so let's just confirm.
A dog has more teeth than me. It has like twice mine. Jumi sina sijui ni kaa 4 ama ni 5.
Wewe sina kwangu mengolewa zote. Permanent teeth for a dog.
She's really doing it. I thought she was joking.
That dogs have.
I think it's 42. Because I think they always have
the number
more than us.
Yeah, the number is 42. So it's 100%.
Nilikuwa nataka kusema 32 and then niko na
32 is okay.
Yeah,
the total number the total
human.
So you want to say you're a dog?
Cool. Which is bigger, a 4 paper or a 5 paper? This is easy.
Sorry, what?
Which is bigger, a 4 paper or a 5 paper?
Which is bigger?
Yeah. LAVIN.
What?
Hey. At least
you're making me feel guilty for not knowing.
Anyway, aim to educate and be educated.
I don't know. If I'm going to like give the answer, it's totally going to be guesswork.
A5 is like
the smaller.
You see those notebooks, what is it called? As exercise books, like those notepads to doggo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like your size. Oh, it's you. Sis,
why are you in a hurry? Wait, what?
I hope I'm
What
not
color is, how do you pronounce this, Mr. Director?
Kai.
Over that board. B, bull? Okay. What color is a bull's eye over that board?
What is that question? At what color? So, is that board like a pupil or a bull or what?
Okay, that board, I think it's that game that you aim something, I don't know how to call it.
Okay, I get
Yes.
it. So, okay, repeat the question.
So what color is a bull's eye over that board?
Black, I'm a brown.
No, it's red.
Red.
I also didn't know that, but I've seen that game before. Okay.
Okay, hata hiyo kitu ya that board inakuanga red hapo katikati by the way.
Yeah, so I think, okay.
Okay.
That's why we are here to learn.
What is the capital city of the USA?
Washington DC.
Nimesikia whispers. Anajua hiyo kicheko. Hiyo kicheko kwa anajua.
What? Okay. How many keys are there on a piano?
Gosh, no, me I don't know honestly. I really don't know.
88.
Hey,
Honestly, I wouldn't have known that one, Pia Mimi.
same.
Just like I don't know what you're about to ask.
A marathon is how many miles?
Sorry, what?
A marathon is how many miles? Hizi ni zile za ndege?
Marathon or marathon?
Marathon. Marathon. Aki yako. A marathon is how many miles?
I don't know.
26.
I was about to say 24, but I wasn't so sure. So, okay. Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Sina neno.
What are the 5 colors of the Olympic rings?
Okay, kuna red, kuna yellow, kuna blue, kuna green.
Sorry, repeat.
Yellow, red, green, blue. Is that the one white or black?
Black. Oh. So you're more educated. I didn't even know Olympic.
No, I've seen that ring. And then it's a color, but that's, I think zimekuja to like affect in my head.
Whatever
so
that
is.
is.
The black ama ni white.
Aki sijui hiyo swali unataka kuniuliza.
By the hujui. No, you're supposed to know. No,
What is the answer?
You've done history, so you should know.
Okay, let's
How
see.
many permanent members are there on the UN Security Council?
Permanent.
And if I'm not wrong, hii ni history.
Yes, it is history. Okay. Oh God. Yes, siku nilikuwa upset kwa class. Nilikuwa nimeenda drama hiyo siku.
No. Kwani hii question
Okay,
ilikuwa
is it
kwa
4
exam.
5? I don't know.
Five.
Is it 4 5?
Ati 4 5.
Is it 4 or 5?
5?
Okay, I was not so sure.
Sasa useme hizo 5. At least hata moja.
UN Security Council.
Yes. Na kuna mwanga na 5 like permanent ones like and then there are others I think you change.
Zilikuja baadaye.
Yeah, but like kuna like I think the nika kusema founding members. Yeah.
The US,
Yeah.
Britain.
Hizo ni mbili, baki ya 3.
Russia.
Yes. You see, you know.
I'm really doubting myself at this point.
You know.
A UN Security Council. China? Okay. I don't know the other one.
France.
Okay. At least I got 3 or 4.
No, there you got them all 5. So it's France, China, Russian Federation, United Kingdom, and the United States.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it has been an amazing episode. Yani, the last segment was, Had so much pressure, but then we are here.
Getting so hot in here.
Yeah. But we'll finally come to the end of today's episode. It has been amazing, amazing, amazing. Tell us which part you enjoyed more, or which segment did you have fun more fun on. So let us know pale kwa comment section. That is what you're gonna start with on the next episode, sindio? That is next week Tuesday. Probably tutakuwa tumekaribia mwisho wa mwezi, so people will be more, you know,
our salaried friends.
Yeah, our salaried friends. Hello. So yes, guys, until the next one, we love you so much. Thank you for your support, and continue subscribing to our new YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. Until we get there, you know, it's you to take us to that point. Our job is to make sure that we give you dope content, amazing content. Kidogo, we are working on time. And it's, you have to understand that sometimes it's beyond us, but we are really doing our best to make sure that we restore everything. Sawa?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have had an amazing time. I hope you did too. I'm HAZEL NJERU. Let's see each other next week.
And I am LAVIN. NYAGOWA. Same place, same time next week.
Bye.
Bye. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then. Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, second floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Leo tuko barabara ya MKU, tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent.